This week, the MS Trust was delighted to welcome the first two MS nurses we've helped introduce as part of our Specialist Nurse Funding Programme. Jonathan Maisie and Joanne Pugh have just started at Leicester Hospital's NHS Trust, and they'll be working with the existing MS nurses to help deliver an even better service for people living with MS in Leicestershire and Rutland. Thanks to our amazing supporters, we'll be funding 80% of one of the new posts for 15 months and training and supporting both the nurses.
Megan, for you, to see Joanne and John both here today, you kind of the fruits of sort of their MS Trust work and the first MS nurses. So how does that feel to see that today?
I think it feels fantastic. I think, my own background is as an MS nurse, so I, just understand so completely the importance of MS nursing and what a difference MS nurses make to people with MS. So there's a little part of me that's a bit jealous of Joanne and John that they're able to come in and start this new role. I think it's such a rewarding job. I mean, you were saying to me earlier, weren't you, about how you feel about the new role, that how much it means to you.
It means a lot to me. I feel very privileged to be in such an important role and to make a difference for patients with symptom control and things like that, to be the patient's advocate and to be the patient's link to other services and to see outside the square basically, and to know that there's help out there for everybody.
Do you think the new MS nurses, John being one of them, will make a big difference to the people of Leicester? Because research has shown us that Leicester is one of the areas kind of most in need of some extra support.
Every little helps, as they say in the Tesco's advert. So yeah, and he is little compared to me.
I think it obviously just listen to that. There's these services out there that I think, irrespective of the MS nurses, it's our job to make these more accessible, and Alison and Fiona have worked so hard, and just in the last couple of weeks while I've been here watching how hard Alison's working, I think we just can help, say, take some of the workload and help just make those services more accessible for our patients.
And what difference do you think these new MS nurses will make to the people of Leicester who have MS?
I think they're going to make a big difference as a place of immediate contact, because I was supposed to have an appointment earlier this year, which I had to cancel because there was another medical appointment that came up, but I couldn't reschedule for several months afterwards, which gets a bit daft when you kind of want to speak to the MS nurse before you see a consultant, and yet with the problems of immediate access, I couldn't make an appointment until after I was seeing the consultant, which to me didn't make any sense. Now, hopefully, with the MS Trust's brilliant provision of two extra MS nurses, that waiting list is not going to be as long, and we can get that immediate contact. And it's not necessarily that we need to meet them. Telephone call quite often can help.
I find MS nurses fantastic. They are so essential because everyone is so different. The journey is so different for everyone, and the things you have to try and understand as you get the next stage and the next stage of whatever it is you're dealing with. And the fact that you can contact these people, me personally, I probably don't see them for 4 or 5 years, but when I need them, oh my God, I need them. And they are so skilled and fantastic at what they do. So the fact that we've now got 2 more nurses, that will help everyone that's got MS greatly, I feel.
What would you say to the MS Trust supporters who have been sort of fundraising for these new nurses over the past year? They've been holding bake sales, they've been skydives, that kind of thing. What would you like to say to them?
Well, a massive thank you to start with. I mean, to actually get MS nurses to sort of cope with that caseload and allow us to have access to more nurses or quicker appointments or whatever it is. As I say, it is essential when you're living with MS and all the problems that it brings. It is a progressive disease, so these will change over time. So we need access to these facilities and to these nurses, and the nurses are so skilled at what they do. I'm grateful for it. I'm so grateful to all the fundraisers. I really am.